children are not being educated, they're being indoctrinated. And then the teachers' unions are pushing the welfare of the student, the child in front of them, aside.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon Lewis here, founder of the Tennessee Conservative News, and today we are joined by U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn to talk about critical race theory. Thank you so much for coming on, Marsha.
I am delighted to join you, and thank you for putting the attention on this issue of critical race theory and how dangerous this is for our children to be receiving this information as fact.
Yes, and critical race theory was recently banned in Tennessee in government schools, but the enforcement is left up to our education commissioner in that law, Penny Schwinn, who has in past careers advocated for similar things. And we even have teachers right now in publications across Tennessee saying that they're going to teach it anyway. What should parents be watching for and doing, and how should we hold these teachers and our leaders accountable to make sure that this doesn't get into our schools?
Well, first of all, you're right about saying parents are going to have to be watchful. And I would be I would monitor and watch very carefully what my children are bringing home from school, talk with them about what they're discussing in the classes, and then attend all of those teachers' conference, those PTA meetings, be involved as a volunteer in the child's school so that you can hear and see firsthand what is going on. Now, also, it is going to be up to our local school boards to make certain that this is not being taught, that the teachers in that system are abiding by the laws of the state, and parents are going to need to take the time to monitor those school board meetings and to participate in this. Likewise, our state legislature is going to have to watch very carefully, all of our state reps and state senators, to be certain that the commissioner is enforcing the law and that the state school board and the local school boards are enforcing the law and not allowing critical race theory to be taught in our schools. You know, it has been so interesting to me as this has been pushed by the teachers unions, the NEA and the American Federation of Teachers, each of those, that what they are trying to do is put teachers in a position where they say, hey, if you go teach this and you get sued, we're going to have your back and we're going to defend you. But along the way, children are not being educated, they're being indoctrinated. And then the teachers' unions are pushing the welfare of the student, the child in front of them, aside in order to achieve their goal and to exercise their power. That is absolutely wrong. And what we've done is to put a resource center on our website, blackburn.senate.gov, that has information there about what we have at the federal level, the tools that we have. And it also has links to all of your county governments, your school boards, because that is where the enforcement is going to be. It's not going to be at the federal level. It is going to be at the local and state level.
Well, ask one more question following up on CRT, but my daughter has gotten to where she can read really well. She's 9 years old, and she was looking over my shoulder, and she just reads. Every time she sees something, she reads. And she says, "What's critical race theory, Daddy?" And I'm upstairs working, and I have to explain. I didn't know what, other than to say the point of origin is, we are sinful, fallen people. And this is an outgrowth of that. And it is very, why people would think it's okay to teach children there's something wrong with them because of their skin color when they naturally don't even think about it is it hurts. It hurts to have to explain that to your children.
You're exactly right. You're absolutely right. And it does, because every parent that I've talked to that has come to me on this issue has said, I want my child to be colorblind. I want them to talk to people and approach people and have relationships with people based on the content of their character. I want them to look at the person, the individual, and to recognize that God has given each and every one of us gifts and talents, and that our goal is to glorify Him through the use of those gifts and talents.
If you enjoy Tennessee news coming to you conservatively, please do support us, guys. We run on grassroots support. I know every conservative is just like, I'm going to watch this stuff for free. I'm going to read this stuff for free. Somebody else is going to give. Please do go to TennesseeConservativeNews.com. You can click the link. It's either above or below this video. I don't care, $10 a month, $5 a month, $50. If you give $50, we'll send you this wonderful, proud Tennessee conservative tumbler. If you put criminal race theory into this and you close it up and you shake it, you know what comes out? No racism. Because this strips it completely out. Maybe some people in a public education in our universities and our chambers of commerce might need something like this so that they can get back to basics in their humanity, treating people like people instead of like animals, which is how you would treat animals, is classifying them by their appearance and not by the content of their character. Additionally, when you give any amount, we will send you this directory of state senators and state representatives so you can contact them in support of their reforms to the school to keep this critical race theory out. Please go there, guys. We run on grassroots support. If I don't have any support, we can't continue to do this. So please go there and give whatever you can. The liberals are giving. That's why we are outnumbered 80-1 in Tennessee. So we need your help.
Last question on this topic, because you've got to get moving. CRT is not just in our state schools. We reported here recently, Chattanooga Chamber of Commerce circulating a pledge for people to sign on to in the business community, saying that Chattanooga is systematically racist. And it's not backed by fringe elements. I mean, these are large corporations, Uniprovident, Blue Cross Blue Shield, huge corporations that have deep roots in Tennessee and lots of influence. It's moving into our business community as well. What should we do?
One of the reasons I think you're seeing parents stand up and push back so forcefully on CRT in the schools is because in their places of work, they have been confronted with this diversity, equity, inclusion, or critical race theory type thought. They fully understand that this is Marxist in its origins because it is focused on equal outcomes, not equal opportunity. It is focused on looking first at color of skin, on people being identified either as an oppressor or a victim. And parents are saying, no, you may have put me in a position where I have to deal with that at work, but you're not going to do that to my child. And what we are hearing from more individuals is that they want fairness, they want equal access to opportunity, they want to see this in their work life, they want to see this in their churches and in their organizations. They do not want this forcing of critical race theory, something that is going to further divide people and not unite people.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Could you give us that link for the resources once more? We'll make sure that we put it in the link to the article in the end.
Absolutely. It is on my website, blackburn.senate.gov. And also people can follow me on social media at Marsha Blackburn. And I am so grateful for the good work that you all are doing and the opportunity to join you and your viewers and participants. And I tell you, we are all in this fight every day to protect the freedoms and the liberties that we have here in this country.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to have you on again soon. I'm Brandon Lewis with the Tennessee Conservative News, signing off.
Good morning.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well.
Awesome. Well, hopefully no kids come bounding down the stairs. We're down here at the beach, so bus load of them.
You know,
So,
if they did, I would say that is kind of like my house.
very good.
So
Well, you've got a short.
at one point, I was giving a speech somewhere. My kids were still young, and I was trying to find an ink pen, and I didn't have a pen to write with, but I did have a crayon. And I said, you know, I might not always have a pen and paper, but I always have something that you
We
can
have
color
crayons
on and with.
and markers, and half of them are on our kids most of the time.